I'm the wrong guy. I'm not going to answer questions
like
about...
a street attorney or something?
No, I'm a police officer in this town.
Don't get offended because he called you out and you're pretty ticked off. You found out on a traffic violation.
No, it's just aggravating. That's the last person I would expect to do something like that would be one of us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's our IA guy, so that's probably why he acts like an ass right now.
Oh, nice.
Say you used to be an officer with a SO. There's a gun in the door right here. Okay. He doesn't want me to run his name on the radio. Okay. So I'm gonna go check real quick. Okay. I appreciate that. All right.
Man, he did work for the county.
Yeah.
I don't know where he's at now. Where's he? Is he at anywhere now?
The city owns a security. He has a private security license.
Yeah, I can't remember. Did he get run off from the county?
He got run off from the county and that PD boat.
Yeah, he got run off from the county because years ago he was over there around House Street at a known drug house. And he was working at the county at the time. He had some other folks there with him that were kind of shady then, and Charvo stopped him, and it was a big to-do about it because I think he's was buying dope.
Today's video is a little different, and you're going to want to stick around because it exposes what happens when a cop, or actually an internal affairs officer, crosses that blue line of quote-unquote brotherhood. And to tell this story, we need to go back to 2016 when Jeff Farmer was Detective Jeff Farmer for the Internal Affairs Division of the Sheriff's Office. And if you don't know, internal affairs officers investigate cops within their department for wrongdoing. And this video was originally put together by Jeff Farmer himself and then sent to me. And I have since made my own edits for time and additional info. And so this all starts with IA Detective Farmer and his family being pulled over by the city police in Lufkin, Texas, while they're on their way home from a photo shoot.
36 traffic.
36, go.
Charles King David 4178 36. If you have a unit close, go ahead and roll them this way.
32, go. I was telling my unit. I'm at around 36.
Then why don't you go ahead and kill the engine? Go ahead and turn it off. Huh? Turn your vehicle off. Thank you. Officer Charvo, Lufkin Police Department. Is your driver's license, proof insurance? Good.
What was the problem with my vehicle?
Nothing. You just had your foot on the brake and your blinker on, so. You'd be surprised what we deal with here. So. Reason I pulled you over, you failed to signal your turn twice, Pershing at Turner and Turner at House. Any reason you're not using your blinkers? They're not working, or what?
We saw something funny. Me and my family were just turning around to look at it. I wasn't paying attention. I needed a blinker.
36 to 32, you can slow it down. What year model is your vehicle?
2001.
Huh?
It's an 01.
Okay. You still live on Wildbriar?
Yes, sir.
You okay?
I'm fine.
Okay. What's your phone number?
836.
You have your insurance card?
I'm now at 36. 32 or so.
Okay, give me just a minute.
Insurance is confirmed on a 2001 Jeep.
What's up? 10-4. He made a couple of erratic moves, didn't signal. Had two different turns, and then when I pulled him over here, he had the car on, foot on the brake with his blinker on, and he wouldn't. So I was pretty sure as soon as I got out, he was just going to take off. So I had him kill the engine.
How many people are in the car?
3. Had a
Alright,
female
passenger. It's kind of irritating to see if he'll let us go ahead and search the car. You want to do an interdict stop on it?
Yeah, I don't know, but when I got up there, it didn't seem like he He said, "Oh, we just saw something funny, so we turned around." So.
Oh well, I mean, if you got a gut feeling on it, don't even open that door. It's just, did you already run him?
I haven't yet, no.
Just run him real quick, and we can walk back up there, and we'll question them, find out what they're doing when they come find it. Start bombarding with questions and see if they'll give us consent to search the car, so we can find our home.
Texas deal 11.
Last name Farmer.
Yeah, I was right behind him. He didn't signal the Persian had turned her. And then he comes down here to turn her in house, and he didn't signal. And when I lit him up, he got to the stop sign, put his blinker on. I said he was just going to keep going. And then I sat here in the car for a while. That's when I asked for another unit because he didn't let off the brake. You know what I mean? So I was like, he was just going to bail as soon as I got out.
Let's go bug him with
Before I even
questions.
approached him, I had him shut the vehicle off. I was like, what's wrong? What's the problem?
Do you want to look for dope? We can. Come on.
Yeah, no,
We'll just question him and ask a bunch of questions and see if he'll give you consent to search.
So you said y'all saw something funny, so y'all were spinning around, or what?
What difference does that make? Seriously, I didn't use my blinker, and I'm sorry for that. Yes, I'm with my family, my wife.
Why
my son.
do you have an attitude with me? What did I do?
Because you're asking me questions that are not relevant. I don't understand what that has
Well,
to do
you
with
actually
anything.
don't know the relevancy, right? Because you don't know what I'm asking.
I know what
So-
you're doing. You're using this as a pretext. I'm not. If you think we're using drugs or whatever it is, and you're going to use that to build probable cause to get in my vehicle, I'm the wrong guy. I'm not going to answer
Are
questions
you like
about.
a street attorney or something?
No, I'm a police officer in this town, and I'm just irritated with what you're doing.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Oh, okay.
Because I understand what you're
Where are
doing.
you a police officer? The county?
The sheriff's office, yes, sir.
Okay.
I told you we saw
So
some.
being that you're one of
we
us,
saw
this is how you
something-
treat your other brothers? I mean, I don't understand
I'm
that.
not gonna go down that road with you. Saw something funny. That's what I told you.
Right.
So that is all. That's it. That's all you need to know. We saw something funny over here at this fire. We turned around to go look at it. What does that matter? What is the relevance?
And you work for the sheriff's office?
in my turn signal.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Hold on just a minute.
Okay, that's good right there. So you light your arrow stick on. Idiot. They say K for 99, let's just stay in the car until he gets him out. Just in case he decides to fucking floor it.
Right.
We'll already be ready.
Jeff Farman? Is he a sheriff's office looking?
Which agency?
He says that he works for the county. He's like, well, I'll do this and I'll do that, and you're using this for a pretext stop to find him back. Go ahead. I said, why are you giving me that? He said, well, I'm an officer too, and I know what you're doing. He said, well, if you're an officer, then why is it that you're treating me like
Give me your phone. Call county real quick.
22. There's no 1029.
You said his name is what?
Jeff Farman? 36. I wasn't clear. You said he's clear 29?
You said he's clear 29? Jeff Farmer is cleared at 1029.
Sheriff's Department, Julie, may I help you?
Hey, this is Witherspoon PD.
Yes.
Hey, got a quick question.
Uh-huh.
Y'all got a deputy or an employee by the name of Jeff Farmer or Jeffrey Farmer that works for y'all?
Yes, we do.
What does he do for y'all?
He is our IA guy.
Okay. All right, that's what I needed to know. He's kind of acting the butt right now. It's like he's a cop on a traffic stop right now, so that's why I'm just kind of curious about it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, unless there's more than one Jeffrey Farmer. I mean, we do have a Jeffrey Farmer. He's our IA guy. He's tall, skinny, dark-haired.
He's kind of a young guy, maybe late 20s, early 30s, maybe?
Probably late 20s, 30s. I'm not sure how old he's.
Okay. All right,
That's what I needed to know. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, bye.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's our IA guy, so that's probably why he acts like an ass right now.
Oh, nice. Oh, nice.
So, hey, tell him that tell him that even though he works for IA. So what was his reason behind the stop?
Me?
No, why did he tell you what was he talking
Oh, he said this
about?
was a pretext stop and that we were only doing this to find dope in the car, and that he knew why I was asking those questions, and then he said, yeah.
Well, if that's the case,
He said,
then-
yeah, I failed to signal a couple times, but what difference does that matter? I'm like, sir, if you are one of us, then why would you treat us that way? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, I get...
Well, if he knows we got... Have you asked him if we can search his car?
No.
Go ask him. He's the one that
Oh, he's
actually brought up
the
the whole
lad.
dope thing.
Yeah.
You didn't say anything about dope. You were just asking where's it coming from and stuff, weren't you?
Yeah, well, he said that he saw something funny over here, and so he turned around. And so I said, so he said, you saw something funny. He said, well, honestly, what difference does that make? And I said, he said, that doesn't have anything to do with this. I said, actually, you have no idea what this has to do with because you don't know why I'm asking these questions. And he's like, well, I know why you're asking these questions because this is a pretext stop. And I want to be like, well, this is a known dope area, and you're over here.
Having a signal lane change, kind of driving erratically. So yeah, you find a fit the description of maybe of a possible drug courier or something.
I'd have never in a million years
You
figured
write him a ticket.
No.
Please sign right here.
Yeah. That'd go over well, right? Which, I mean, if I had an offense, I would. I mean, other than that, you know, if I had a...
Hey, you found a signal lane change. That's traffic offense.
I know, but you know what I mean. Anything other than that, I probably would.
Don't get offended because he called you out and your pretext stop. You found out a traffic violation.
No, it's just aggravating. Like, that's the last person I would expect to do something like that would be one of us. You know what I mean?
Well, chew his ass out. And tell him next time he sees something funny, tell him to call us. He's out of his jurisdiction.
Right.
And tell him that since he doesn't work patrol, he doesn't know what he's looking for. And just call us and we'll take a look in it for him.
That's your IA guy for the county. That's the scary thing.
Yeah. Are they still selling down here in this house?
Yeah. Clapping.
Are they still doing it?
Huh?
Are they still selling down here? Okay.
When I first got behind him, though, he was on Pershing. He just made the loop around. He never stopped there. But
where does he live?
Wildbriar. All right, Mr. Farmer. I am a little concerned that you're wanting to, you know, act this way with us. I don't really know if that's your normal demeanor or not, but
you asked me a question.
This was the last person I would expect to give us any kind of problems on a traffic stop.
I had already answered it. I don't like being asked the same question twice. You asked me if there's a reason that I didn't use my turn signal. I told you we saw something funny. We turned around to look at it.
Right.
Then you asked it again.
But you act like I'm accusing you of something, and you know, it was a traffic stop because this is a known dope area, and I see a vehicle.
That's the way I answer questions. And sorry if that offended you in some way, and you think that.
Well, I mean, I just don't understand why you would give an attitude to one of your brothers.
Why do you need to understand? You asked a question, I answered it the way I chose to.
Okay, here's your license, sir.
You're wasting your breath.
Oh, I'm sorry. There's your license.
Really? Is that how you treat a brother?
This is a warning, okay? It's a warning only. No need to contact the court. You have a good day, sir. Can you believe that?
In the days following the traffic stop, Detective Farmer received numerous phone calls from associates, co-workers, and local news outlets wanting information about the Farmer stop. And this is when Detective Farmer first learned about the personally damaging disinformation circulating about the traffic stop, and with reason to believe said disinformation was being disseminated by members of the Lufkin Police Department, Detective Farmer scheduled a meeting with the LPD Chief of Police.
Well, what's happening?
I don't know. I'd love for someone to tell me. Do you know why I'm here?
Probably, yeah. I watched the video and everything.
Did you recently watch it, or did you see it previously?
I saw it like a couple days ago, and I said whatever, and moved on.
I can't say whatever and move on. That's why I'm here. Did you see it before it was sent to my agency?
I can't say that I did.
Okay, and I know you guys are probably out of the loop, so forgive me. My ears are red, blood pressure's up. I haven't slept much in the last few days, and I've been awake for about 10 minutes. So.
Okay. All right. Well,
because
just start from the beginning.
Because I'm dealing with
get
this.
Get us in the loop.
The beginning started with this Officer Charvos pulling me over. On my way home from a all-day photo shoot, charm cover shoot with my wife and my son at the farmer's market. I spent the day with them, had a good day. We're on our way home from the farmer's market, taking the route that we go to get home through a dope neighborhood, I guess I'm being told.
Okay.
And they see something, they're laughing, they want me to turn around and look at it. Some guy with a bonfire in his front yard. I don't know if you can see it on his video or not. I don't know, some guy on a tricycle looked like he was about to drive it right into the bonfire. So they're saying, turn around, turn around, turn around. So I said, okay, fine. First Street onto Pershing, which is how we get home. We live in Wildbriar. So I turned again, I guess, South Brigade, another left on House, and was about to turn back on First Street. That would have been one loop in the neighborhood. He gets out and yells for me to turn off my engine. My first thought was that my old Jeep finally caught on fire or something. I don't know why he's telling me to kill my car. It was unusual to me. And I could tell he was, I could see it, I could hear it, I don't know. He was elevated. That was the impression I got. Turns out I was right. Comes back, he wants to turn his pretext into a drug interdiction as discussed by him and Witherspoon. Let's do an interdict on this guy. And after they found out who I was, they really turned it up. Witherspoon, they're probably dope in there. Let's ask for consent. And they want to go down that road with me. And I called him out on it because I knew what he was doing. We're tired. We're ready to get home. This kid wants to get in my Jeep for whatever reason. What he sees that makes him believe this is a good interdiction, I have no idea. My son's sitting in the back with a cake in his lap, up to about here. You see what my wife's wearing because Witherspoon's molesting her with his flashlight throughout the entire traffic stop. She's got kind of a see-through dress on because of this photo shoot we just left. Everything about this is bothering me. And then he wants to start citing this brotherhood nonsense, as if that applies in any way. If he's doing an interdiction and he gets caught, I know what he's doing, I call him out on it. What's the issue there? I don't have to answer his questions over and over. I don't care who he is. And he got his feelings hurt. So what I want to know, what about that? What about anything to do with that encounter was so alarming or offensive that someone here felt the need to reach out to, through the good old boy system, to Captain Linderman, who's nothing to do with my chain of command, and say, we're a little bit concerned about one of your guys, you need to come check out this video?
Well, I think one of the problems is in the national media, and we've been pushing, hey, this is the way you act on a traffic stop. You do what the officer says, you answer questions, if you have a problem with it, the traffic stop, you don't handle on the side of the road, you go up their chain of command. So I guess when Charbo saw how you acted, and he contacted...
Please tell me, how did I act, though?
Well...
Or how did he perceive that I acted?
Well, probably the same way I perceive that you acted is not very professional on a traffic stop.
In what way, though? Like, please tell me something specific.
If you don't know how you didn't act professional, then I can't help
saw
you
the
today.
video.
If you watched the video...
Did I give him my driver's license? I gave him my insurance. As far as the traffic stop, let's break it apart because there's two different things going on here. As far as the traffic stop is concerned.
Well, what's your complaint?
Where in the traffic stop?
Did you not use your signal?
Yeah, I admitted to it.
Okay.
And so,
stop, right?
Yeah.
That's not a pretext stop. I don't know what legal definition you're using.
Pretext stops are stops initiated by law enforcement for a minor traffic violation with the actual purpose of investigating or searching for evidence of another unrelated crime. Like, for example, if you forget to use your blinker, a cop might not actually care that you didn't use your blinker, but he can use that as his reason to stop you when he actually wants to investigate or search for something else.
A pretext stop is when you have no reason to stop somebody and you just want to search their vehicle.
It was a traffic stop because this is a known dope area.
We know what he was doing. It's crack house. He sees me not use my blinker. He uses it as an excuse to stop me when he otherwise
it's not an excuse
probably
to stop
wouldn't
you.
have.
You violated the law.
Don't get offended because he called you out on your pretext stop. You found out on a traffic violation.
No, it's just aggravating.
Have you ever pulled over a vehicle and someone acted like you acted, a little evasive, argumentative, and didn't use their blinker, and maybe you wanted to see if they were drinking, so you said, hey, where are you coming from? Well, I was coming from a bar, or I was coming from a party. Have you ever done anything like that before in your career?
That's my point, Chief. I understand what he was doing.
I
understand what he's doing. I'm okay with that.
Okay.
I do things a little bit differently. I have my whole career, but I do get where he's coming from. I'm okay with that. At some point, and I don't think anybody here can argue that I certainly have the right not to sit there and answer those questions.
I think he expected more out of him.
I expect more out of him. What should I do though? Do I just sit there knowing that it's going on and just go through the motions because this young guy's stumbling through it and trying to get it done? I don't have to do that. I've never heard of a police agency, first of all, complaining to a citizen driver's employer because they didn't appreciate his passive non-compliance on a traffic stop. That is
I don't
appalling.
think you're a citizen driver. You should be held to a higher standard than everyone else because you know the law, you know the Constitution.
Absolutely. I condone my behavior. That is the standard I hold myself to and would hold anyone to, which is, listen
so
to
you're
what you're saying,
Chief.
Because I didn't.
Charbos called Linderman to look at your video.
I'm mad because of what came of that. I started a company a couple years ago that has recently become successful, and I resigned. I told the chief about 6 months ago I'm on my way out.
Right.
I've gotten too busy with my company. So I've been burning time for about the last 6 months after a happy, successful 9-year career with no issues ever. On my terms, I'm finally leaving and moving into the private sector. The first thing that was told to Captain Linderman by this excited young officer who's mad because of my non-compliance is that I was seen circling this neighborhood, this crack house twice, which is an absolute lie. And there was some other exaggerations in there about me not wanting to give my ID, which if you saw the video, that came out immediately. But it wasn't contained very well, and now where it really came to a head for me, beyond everybody in the community thinking that I don't work here anymore, when I go out in public, everybody I see looks at my badge as if they just saw a ghost. Everybody at the courthouse thinks I've been terminated. Where it really came to a head for me was when I was Tuesday down in Baytown at a proposal for a big project that we just got way down south, in South Texas, and my phone is blown up throughout the entire thing. That's when the media finally got a hold of all this. I got out of the meeting, Lufkin Daily News is calling, KTRE's calling, people are leaking it to them. The story, the major story is that I refused to show my ID, wouldn't show it to him, and then I put my badge in his face and said, there's my name, you can read it off my badge. And then on my way home from that meeting, I get a call from one of our clients, one of our biggest clients, in Longview, Texas. He has no affiliation to Lufkin. His company is out of Mississippi, and he's talking to my partner who's sitting next to me, my business partner, and says, I need to know what happened with Jeff Farmer. I'm not sure what you mean, because we're still learning how viral this has gone. And he tells him, it got to me that he was arrested late at night after being caught in or near some crack house in his hometown. He's been terminated from his job, and we need to know how this is going to affect our contract with your company. So now we're having to make that explanation. The guy doesn't believe me because he probably heard it from who he believed to be a credible source, and he's a retired officer out of Mississippi. He believes it. I don't know what's going to happen with that now.
I don't believe for a second that would come from anyone that was actually involved in the incident that has looked at that video because they know there's a video, and that's not the case. The whole controversy...
You do have officers here saying that I listened to one. He said that I was pulled over, I was an asshole, refused to show my ID. The police department had to obtain a photograph of me to verify that I was an employee of the sheriff's office.
I'll tell you what we'll do. We will try to put that out through our supervisors, that is not the case.
Because they're not all watching the video.
That's
it's all talk. I know how it works. The Starville guy comes back, he's pissed off, he says, man, this asshole, he tells a story,
Jeff,
and then it passes from shift to shift to shift.
Let me make a statement here about the whole situation. Jeremy Charvo was doing his job, but it was extended because of your response. And that just didn't need to happen. It did, and it's done. We don't have any animosity over the issue. It's no big deal to us. I talked to Greg about it. Greg is not upset about the whole situation. To him, it's not a big deal. It is a big deal with you. And I agree with you. There may be some erroneous information out. We will do our best to try to correct that. But all this other stuff, people talking, we can't control. But Jeff, that stuff came about because of your response, the way you chose to take that thing, not because of what Officer Charvo did.
I understand what you're saying, Chief, but I refuse to take responsibility for that. Officer Charvos is on duty. I'm a police officer all the time. I get that.
Yeah.
He to say that I am responsible for his response, I find that shocking. If we believe that as citizens, if we're police officers, we're no longer American citizens, then we're already lost. But I don't.
No.
I can.
If a police officer can no longer make a traffic stop on a traffic violation and ask simple,
he can
questions
He absolutely
of the
can, Chief.
individual
Of course he can.
and act accordingly from what he sees,
Of course he can.
then
As
where
can
are we
I.
as a society?
No. We're lost when the citizen can't respond the way he wants.
He
Which
can.
was very
He
respectful.
can.
What did I say? I
And
said,
the officer is going to respond
I
accordingly.
said, what difference does it make?
So you said y'all saw something funny, so y'all were spinning around, or what?
What difference does that make? Seriously, I didn't use my blinker, and I'm sorry for that.
That was my response. I said, what difference does it make? And you hear on the video, there was no mention ever of any sort of reasonable suspicion or probable cause or anything. So he obviously wasn't being driven by...
The traffic law.
I realize that. I'm saying
That's probable cause. That's all he needs.
his investigation beyond the traffic.
Jeff,
It wasn't
you
being-
are assuming
it wasn't
that
being-
that is the way he was headed.
How many people are in the car?
3.
All right,
Female
let's kind of irritating to see if he'll let us go ahead and search the car. You want to do an interdict stop on it? Just run him real quick and we can walk back up there and we'll question them, find out what they're doing when they come back. Start bombarding with questions and see if he'll give us consent to search the car, so we can find our home. Let's go bug him with
Before I even
questions.
approached him, I had him shut the vehicle off. I was like, what's wrong? What's the problem?
All right, do you want to look for dope? We can, come on.
Yeah, no,
We'll just question him and ask a bunch of questions and see if he'll give you consent to search. Have you asked him if we can search his car?
no.
Go ask him.
It wasn't being...
You are assuming that that is the way he was headed. You don't know that. You absolutely don't know that. There's no way you can say that.
And this is why we get into trouble in this business. And it's usually interdiction stuff. It gets cops jobs all the time because sometimes they take
Jeff,
it too far.
how do you get
and-
interdiction out of this?
You want to do an interdict stop on it?
Yeah.
All right, do you want to look for dope? We can, come on.
That's a completely
Those are
different
words
animal.
that came from their mouths.
Well,
You want to interdict this guy? Let's do an interdiction.
Mhm.
I mean, that's coming from their mouth. And when you go down that road as an officer, you need to be ready to have your feelings hurt, because at that point it's all voluntary. And we need to understand as police officers that when we ask for voluntary responses, sometimes we're going to be told to go f ourselves. And in such cases,
and what
we
does
need
that
to
do?
go f
What does
ourselves
that do to
because
that officer's beliefs or suspicions?
I mean, do you go, oh man, yeah, you're right. Okay, you told me to myself. I'm done now. You probably are, or you must be a good guy.
I just think it's a shame if that's where we're at, that we're saying that if we don't voluntarily give information that we are not required to give, we don't have to talk when police ask us questions.
Jeff.
And when that one person who has nothing to hide, especially that's the guy that needs to be okay with saying, I'm not going to cooperate with this anymore. I'm not going to answer any more questions.
Yeah.
If you're the guy that doesn't have a bunch of dope in your car, you're absolutely the person that should be
How
able to tell
does
that
that officer know
I'm
that
going home
to
now.
begin with?
What? That's where we're
We're never going to agree on
We're
this
not going to
part.
agree on that because it doesn't matter what he knows. If he can't get there through probable cause, come on, guys. I mean,
He's
we're
working, trying to get to probable cause.
but I'm not going to help him try to find probable cause, or in some cases it happens, try to create it through clever questioning. I don't have to do that, right? I mean,
So what do you do as a police officer? Do you just have rainbows and unicorns and just drive around handing out candy?
we're out.
You're free to go.
In the days and weeks following his meeting with the chiefs, Detective Farmer began obtaining open records pertaining to the Farmer stop, and he was able to find an email that was written from the chief to Officer Charvez that says, "You handled the Farmer stop very well. You stayed calm and didn't allow him to pull you into a confrontation. I commend you on your control." Farmer submitted his resignation letter to the sheriff's office. And then Officer Charvez writes back, "Thank you, I appreciate it. It was never my intention for him to lose his job. Thank you for letting me know." And then Chief Williamson replies, "He did that all on his own. I'm not sure that they even saw the recording before he resigned. The guy obviously has problems." And so now we see the chief spreading rumors himself and making connections to a resignation that was already planned before this stop was ever made.
Sheriff's Department, this floor can I help you.
Check one, please, ma'am.
Okay, what you got?
All right, last name is Farmer.
Okay, please tell me it's a good first name.
Jeff?
Yes. Is it really?
Yep.
Are you serious?
Yep. Yep.
Are y'all seriously? Where'd y'all pull him over at?
House at Turner?
Over running him?
Yep.
You pulled him over where?
House at Turner Street? I meant, not, Regain House. I'm sorry.
Okay, I was gonna. He's clear, obviously.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, that's...
What'd y'all pull him over for?
I forgot me.
Speeding?
I don't know. You haven't found that one out yet, but you leave it on the officer goes today, I'm having him call me.
Yes, please do.
Yeah, alright then.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Jeff was called to testify on behalf of a man he helped exonerate several years earlier. During cross-examination, opposing counsel attempted to impeach Jeff's character by invoking the farmer stop. The attorney asked Jeff, "Were you during your course as an officer of the sheriff's office stopped by the Lufkin PD pulling out from a known drug house?" Jeff answers, "You asking if I was?" "Yes, I'm asking if you were." "No, I wasn't." "Never happened?" "No, I know what you're referring to." "What am I referring to?" "You're referring to me being pulled over by the Lufkin Police Department, and I remember that being a rumor that I was in a bad neighborhood when I got pulled over." "And you're telling me you weren't seen leaving a drug house?" I'm actually glad you're putting this on record because this came up right at the end of my career with the sheriff's office. "But it wasn't proven? Just allegations of that?" the lawyer asks. And Jeff answers, "We were leaving a charm photo shoot. I had my wife and son in the vehicle with me." "Okay, that's a rumor that was started by the officer that got his feelings hurt for pulling me over. And so now this rumor that has been intentionally spread by the Lufkin PD is severely impacting Jeff Farmer's life. And now, a little over 1 year after the farmer stop, Officer Charvez finally found some dope. Now, I don't know the details behind this, but fortunately for the citizens of Lufkin, Texas, apparently Charvez and Witherspoon are no longer peace officers, according to Jeff Farmer. The then police chief Gerald Williamson was later promoted to a higher paying position within county government, and the assistant chief David Thomas was appointed to the new police chief. And now, 9 years later, the rumor lives on. Jeff Farmer is approached by Lufkin police for looking suspicious while being parked in an empty parking lot. Nothing comes of it, but the officers do make some calls on body cam asking about Farmer, and we get to hear what the rumor has grown into.
He used to be an officer with the SO. There's a gun in the door right here. Okay. He doesn't want me to run his name on the radio.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go check real quick. Okay.
I appreciate that.
All right.
What's going on, man?
Please not put it directly on my eyes. I'm not threat to you.
Where do you work?
I'm sorry?
Where'd you say you work?
I own a security company. Here, let me put the cigarette out so it's not blowing on me. I own a security company.
Okay.
Sentry.
Okay.
Yeah, I just asked him if he wouldn't mind not broadcasting. Okay. If he runs it. I mean, you got to run my name. That's all. Get that.
Where do you do security at these days?
The greater Houston area is our largest market. But we're in the United States. Texas, Louisiana, Oklahoma, up through the Appalachian states. Like up to Illinois.
Okay.
We've got a big project right now in Whiting, East Chicago, Gary, Indiana. One of the factories there.
Gotcha.
The fuel plants. We do all the police traffic control for those.
You still got your license or no?
Yeah.
Okay,
I held on to it for a minute, but it just wasn't. I just didn't need it. I was never going to use it.
Yeah.
It just wasn't worth it.
So you have the highest level of security?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
As an owner of a security company in Texas, it comes with pretty much have all of the different classes. Private investigator, guard service, alarm, dog, car.
You live in the Lufkin area, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know Columbine?
Bacalo? Yeah. Hey man, what's going on?
Hey bro, how's it going?
How you doing? Just want to ask about it. They said you have a firearm in the vehicle. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, is this in the door pocket?
Yeah.
Okay, do you have any other ones besides that in here? Okay, I got you. So you're a deputy with the SO, Angelina County?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. I left there in 2016.
Okay, are you commissioned anywhere right now?
No, I run a security company. That's why I left the sheriff's office, because we started getting busy.
Hey, that's a good problem to have, isn't it?
The best problem to have.
Got you. Are you working something right now, or?
No. I was just this is one of the many places I duck out to get on my laptop and do laptop work. I'm tired of sitting at home.
Fair enough. I get it.
Yeah, I sat in the patrol car for those years, and then with the security company, we're always sitting in the car somewhere, and it's just second nature now.
Yeah, I got you. The last name Farmer
Simplified,
was
so.
real familiar, but I also went to school with Farmer, so I'm sure.
Which one's Todd?
No, Andrew.
How old are you?
24, 25.
Andrew will be 26 in November. That's my son.
Look at that.
Yeah, November 30th, he'll be 26.
Okay. Small world.
It is a small world. That's so strange to me. Saying sir to a cop.
Your kid's age?
Younger
yeah.
than my son, man. Shit gets weird when we start getting older.
He's been cool.
Yeah.
Cole went to school with his son.
Yeah. He told me not to run his name on the radio.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
Hey, I saw your call.
What you got on him?
Just suspicious person.
No, I know, but you already let him loose?
No, I'm about to write him a trespass.
Okay. Man, he did work for the county.
Yeah.
I don't know where he's at now. Where's he? Is he at anywhere now or what?
It doesn't look like it.
He said he does. He
Okay.
said he owns a security.
He has a private security license.
Yeah,
But
I think he. I can't remember. Did he get run off from the county?
He got run off from the county and that PD boat.
Yeah, he got run off from the county because several years ago, he was over there around House Street at a known drug house. And he was working at the county at the time. He had some other folks there with him that were kind of shady then, and Charvo stopped him, and it was a big to-do about it because I think he's was buying dope.
Are they still selling down here in this house? Are they still doing it? Are they still selling down here? Okay.
When I first got behind him, though, he was on Pershing. He just made the loop around. He never stopped there. But
where does he live?
Wildbriar.
He probably got something, but I mean, he ain't got no.
I'm about to ask him to search it.
Well, yeah, that's why. I mean, unless you see something just pokes up at you where you can get Goot there to run that dog around,
yeah,
I wouldn't even ask him really because, I mean, like I said, unless you. Yeah, just writing criminal trespass, I guess. Ain't that right? Writing criminal trespass?
Yeah. Why can't I ask him to search?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can. He's going to tell you no.
Yeah.
Or ask you why. But, yeah, go ahead if you want to.
Hey, did you get in like a fight with your wife or something? Did you like you come back here or something? There's something going on, or?
Do they want me to leave?
Yeah, I got you a trespass.
Then I'll be happy to leave.
Okay. I got to ask you, man, is there anything illegal in here?
No, there's nothing illegal.
Can I search it?
No, you can't search it.
Okay.
Why would you want to search my car?
Just for it's really weird, suspicious.
You
to be
can
honest
ask me
with
to
you.
leave, and I'll leave.
Okay.
I didn't realize I was trespassing. I haven't been given the notice. If you give me the notice, I'm out of here, man.
Okay. Well, here it is.
Thank you.
All right. See you later.
I wanted to make this video to show you a couple things. I think it's a great example of how cops start unwarranted fishing expeditions with anyone and everyone. And it shows how thin-skinned these officers can be. Hurting their feelings by not playing along with their games can make you a criminal in their eyes forever. And if they're willing to try and ruin the life of one of their own brothers, as they say, what do you think they'll do to you? And so I'm gonna end this video by reading a portion of an email that was sent to me by Jeff Farmer. He says, "I would be lying if I said this hasn't caused me considerable mental anguish over the years, as everyone in my town still believes I was fired or resigned in shame. I spent 9 years as a peace officer and believe that for the most part I had a positive impact on the people I served. I did not participate in the war on drugs and was a strong advocate for upholding civil liberties. And for this, I was viewed as weird. In my last couple years as IA supervisor, I had the privilege of developing all new sheriff's office policies for Angelina County to include arrest, search and seizure, use of force, social media, no thin blue line shit allowed. And for this, I was disliked by the steroid cops covered in ironic We the People tattoos. If you think it's frustrating observing and attempting to change police culture from the outside, imagine what it's like behind the curtain. I am proud to say my message over the years has changed the hearts and minds of several officers in Montgomery County and Angelina County, and a few of them are still on the job carrying forward the message of freedom. Most of them eventually change careers as they can no longer stomach the hypocrisy and lack of compassion. I think we need more officers with the mindset of Jeff Farmer, but what happens all too often is anybody that pushes back against that thin blue line gets kicked out forever. If you like this story, please subscribe for more, or you can choose another video on the screen.